Hey all of you, today I am going to teach you all about useEffect hook. UseEffect hook is a very important topic and the person should understand it at the early stage of learning React. So today I am going to teach you all in depth of how useEffect hook works and how we can use it to make the things works. To import useEffect hook, you need to write import statement. To initialize the useEffect hook, you need to write its name, and inside it is a arrow function, and whatever you write inside in it, this useEffect function, it is going to run. Okay, so let me print some demo thing, and when I save this demo project and go to the app, you can see on the console demo is written. So how it works, see how useEffect works. useEffect runs when the component renders for the first time. So what is component? Component is our app function. Okay, so but right now we have a app function, so app is our main component. So when the component renders for the first time, useEffect is going to run. So exactly what happened, useEffect ran, and whatever you have written, it exactly gets printed. Demo has written. Okay, when I refresh the page, the demo again written, because now what happens, our whole main component, that is app component, renders again for the first time. So that's why again the useEffect hook runs and it renders demo. Okay, so this is the first scenario where useEffect hook runs. In the another scenario is, so let me state useState hook. Let me create a count variable. The initial count is 0. And let me create a button element. And this button is going to increment our state value. By 1. See, when I click on it run, it increments the count value, and you can see this time again demo written, because here useEffect is depending on the state value. Whenever state changes, useEffect renders again. Okay, so initially it was rendered for when the component renders for the first time, so that was first demo, and on the second time when I click on the run, it renders again. That's why you can see there are two demos. When I can click on it, it becomes 3. See, when I refresh the whole, when the component renders for the first time, it is written demo. When I click on run, it again renders. Okay, so what's happening is useEffect is going to depend on the state value. If you change the state value, in this I have incremented the count value by 1. So every time when I increment the value of count, useEffect is going to run. And if I don't want that useEffect doesn't depend on any state value, so what simply I can do here is, when I put bracket empty, so it is saying that useEffect is going to run only one time, when the component renders for the first time or when you refresh the page, and when any state value changes, it is not going to get affected by it. Okay, so when I save this, and at this time when I first, let me refresh the whole page. Okay, so only one time demo written. When I click on it run, see it this time demo again not written, because useEffect didn't run. I already said you useEffect is at this scenario, useEffect is not going to depend on state changes. If you want that useEffect function should not run on the state changes, you can simply put empty bracket. And there is another case, see. See, I have declared another state value variable that is count1, and I have written another button, and this button is going to increment the count value of count1 variable. And what I have done is I have included that count variable that is count1. So at this scenario, useEffect is going to run when the state value count1 is going gets changed. Whenever count1 value gets changed, like when I change it with the button, it useEffect should run again. Okay, so you can test it out. Let me first replace the whole page. The demo returns, the demo renders. This is the first time useEffect ran, and when I click on run the first button, it is not going to run again, because we have not included count value in the empty bracket. But I have included the count1 value, so when I click on run one button, it is going to useEffect hook is going to run. See, demo gets written. When I again click on it, it again renders. Okay, so this is how we have the choice that which state value should affect the useEffect function to run, and which state variable should not affect our useEffect function to run. And when I remove count1 again, see, and when I also remove the empty bracket, so what will happen now? The useEffect function is going to run whenever at this condition, whenever any state value gets changed, useEffect function is going to run. You can see. So when I refresh the whole page, the useEffect function run and it renders the demo. When I change the state value count, it runs again. When I change the value of count1, it again renders. See, when I again click on it, you have to initialize the empty bracket if you want that useEffect function is going to run for the first time when the component that is function renders in the starting. See, now when I click on it run or any run one, it is not going to run. It is our useEffect function is not going to run. Okay, so this is how we can use useEffect function in any component. You can include useEffect function in any component. Okay, so this is all about useEffect hook. I have covered all the important scenarios, or you can say the situations where we can use useEffect hook to do the task. If you liked my video, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching it.